Okay, next bit is onto my MXR 6-band EQ. Explains itself really. It's graphic equalizer. I only tend to use this with my guitars that I use for distortion, my heavier guitars, simply because my single coiled Strat is slightly louder because of the compressor I use, the level of the compressor, so this balances the levels out, and I have a crunch going on here. It used to be it's a relatively heavy crunch here. It used to be a bit heavy, so a bit more of an angle coming off it there, but slightly leaning to not quite so heavy at the moment. But so I make that up for the amount of fuzz. Why do I need, you know, I don't need it. depends what you want, really. Fuck you, Will. But no, unlike everyone else, you go through stages where you want more, so everything goes up, and sometimes you want to try something slightly different, so you try different things. This is where I'm at the moment with it. Moving on, Electro Harmonics and Nano Holy Grail here, 3 settings, Spring Hall Flurb. Flurb is flange with reverb that can be dialed in with the knob. Really cool sound. I like using that for some atmospheric stuff sometimes. Pretty cool. You're not going to get anything over the top atmospheric with this. It is a really good pedal, a really nice pedal, but if you wanna, if you're really into your reverb, you'll get something that can do more than this. This is a compact Holy Grail, basically. It's really good. It does its job. There's not many pedals for this price that are as good as this. People beg to differ, of course. It's all subjective, etc. But very good reverb pedal. Look at the size of it, you know. My power bank here, that is a Fame DCT 200. As you can see on the box over there, sorry about coughing. So it powers 1 to 8 pedals on 9 volts. It also has 2 outputs here that are slightly higher voltage that will power things like electro harmonics pedals that are slightly higher than general 9-volt pedals, and the really old Boss pedals that won't take the normal 9 volts that Boss pedals do, because of the dip switch underneath. If you switch them, it will change the MMA that is coming from the output, so that's really handy. It's also got 2 12-volt outputs, one AC, one DC. The AC will power something like the DL4, which takes more power than most standard pedals do, so that's really handy to have on there. It's the DC 12 volts output at the moment is currently powering my Boss chorus. If I had this a bit further over, I'd have it powering my 82 compressor as well. Maybe when I get a new pedal board, I'll sort it out where I can have it underneath the pedal board and have things coming from all the power cables coming from underneath to power the pedals. But we will see. Moving on, other pedals that I use, they're not on the pedal board because I don't have enough space, but I do use these pedals. There's no pedals I don't use on here. They all get used. None of these are here just for show or to dick around with. They are here to be used. This is one of my favourite pedals, Fulltone Octafuzz. 2 settings, fuzz, standard old school fuzz, and then other settings, Octafuzz. I use this for... I need to screw this back on, my knob's fallen off. I usually have the boost about there, level about there, and I have it as on top of my distortion as a really thick, fuzzy, low octave sound. I love it. It's an amazing sound. Love that sound. And then one of my other ones is my VoxBulldog Distortion in the Fulltone series. This is my favourite distortion pedal. Brilliant distortion pedal. 2 settings, high distortion or general distortion. When this has to always be on, it's just like a general to let it know it's on. When this is clicked on as well, it's heavier. If they're both off and this one's on, it's just the light distortion. Independent gain and volume controls, but they both use the same EQ pattern there. knobs there, not patterns, sorry. The gain knob works like an ISF knob, except for the other way around, all from noon to left British, from noon to right American. Okay, and the last pedal I have is Boss DS2, which I use for my very fuzzy Strat sound. Pretty cool pedal, very cheap. This is a slightly older model. I prefer my slightly older model Bosses. It depends really, because of the way they're made. Stay tuned for my next video, which is my guitars. Bye.